Welcome, everybody. The rules of conduct is on the bulletin board. Everybody take notice of it. It will be in effect, and the Sergeant of Arms is calling Eubanks. Welcome to the Mayor and Alderman July 3rd, 2018 regular meeting. I call this meeting to order. We do have a quorum. The prayer is with Alderman Jones and the Pledge of Allegiance with Alderman Cole. Please stand for the prayer, please.
Bow our heads. Lord, we come together tonight. We ask that everyone comes together with civility and understanding toward each other's differences and each other's likeness. We ask that you bless our if we come together, we ask you to bless our likeness. And if we don't, we still ask you to bless our differences so we can come to a likeness. Amen.
Face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're down to order of business. Need to approve the minutes for June 5th, 2018 regular meeting. Need a motion to approve.
I make a motion to accept as submitted.
And second.
A second.
Everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Hearing no nays, the minutes is approved of June 5th, 2018 regular meeting. That was number one. Number two, that puts us down to department reports. Fire department. Chris?
For June 2018, we provided 297 calls, 3.28 minute response time, and 6,000 gallons. I do want to add, I think it was on the 23rd, Sunday morning at 6 a.m., we responded to Madison Square Apartments over there, and they had a kitchen fire which got into the attic. The guys attacked it really well. If they didn't have such a quick response time and had their training and everything involved, we would have had a bunch of burned out people. So they did a great job. Any questions?
Thank you, Chris. Now we're down to fire. Mike Walker, Chief Walker.
Here, Alderman. I thought I was going to have to call Glenn earlier today and get him to come over and investigate a homicide, me killing my pewter, but it wouldn't act like it was supposed to today when I was trying to send stuff to Bruce, so I had to piecemeal it, and thank you, Bruce, for putting it all together in the packet. Adobe Pro didn't want to cooperate at all. If you look, you'll see the calls for service. The first one should be the June of this year. And we had 3,859 calls compared to 3,506 for June of last year. And that's a 9.1% increase. And the next one is the calendar year to date, and we had been running for the fiscal year kind of behind there for a while, and we started catching up at the end of the fiscal year this past Saturday. But if you look at January 1 through June 30 this year, we're at 21,516, which is actually a 3.4% less than what we had for the same period last year, but we're quickly catching up, as I said. And for the fiscal year itself, July 1 through June 30, this year we had 41,667 compared to 44,075 for the FY 16-17, which is about 5.5% decrease. The keep it going on through there, Glenn. There you go. The next one is our TIBERS data that we get from TBI, and this is actually for the calendar year to date. Now this is through actually May, because the June data probably won't be available to us till the 9th or 10th. with the holiday and so on, TBI won't close that file out where we can get into it. But as you can see, we've had 1,036 Group A offenses thus far this year. But if you will look at the next page, you can actually see the same period, January through May, this year compared to last year. Overall, it shows the all offense types that were reported were down 41.8. Now, there's a little bit of fallacy in that number. If you remember, I've talked before about we were doing dual keying, and there were some issues with TBI being able to get that out of the database where we had done the dual keying. So there's some inflation with last year's to some point in time, so it's not as great as it appears, but it's still pretty doggone good with 1,036 for so far this year. But I tell you, recently the folks have been working like crazy. Lieutenant Call can tell you about what the last several days have been, particularly on second shift, and day shift's been about as bad too, and so is midnights. But some very sad things the last few weeks with additional overdoses and overdose deaths where Narcan didn't work, but we did have one this weekend where it did, and then we had one where it didn't. And they left a little earlier. Not sure if that was medical or another cause, but they were doing CPR on one going to Stonecrest while we were also investigating a body that was found in a home that nobody had heard from since Sunday, I think it was. But those are the hard things. There's one more thing I want to bring up, just so everybody knows. They're wearing a whole lot of folks out, probably many of you, all of you, and everybody in the city that's got anything to do with it, and that's fireworks. From June the 21st through July the 7th, 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. according to the ordinance, 7-615. Now, there was an ordinance that was passed, or a resolution maybe, 2012-14 in August of 2012 that said December the 19th through January the 3rd, 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. with the exception of July the 4th and December the 31st of each year. It runs from 9 a.m. till 1 a.m. the next day. So, folks, don't call and complain about fireworks till 1:01 a.m. on the 5th of July, because tomorrow night they can shoot them till 1 o'clock. So those are the dates and the times. If anybody wants to know, it's available on the website to look at that information. And Ann, is there anything posted anywhere that you know of?
Not yet.
Okay. So tell them don't complain when they call you. Because we'll get 400 or 500 of them, I guarantee it, tomorrow night. Any questions?
I have one.
Yes, sir.
And also, the incident that happened the other night with that juvenile, do we have an internal reporting system for what comes out of Nashville on a high-speed chase? Or do you keep that internally? What I'm saying is the juvenile that stole the car and hit the mailbox in Laverne, y'all, it's reported, I know, as an incident here.
Right, it
But
is.
do you have an internal, so, you know, it shows that it was because I saw a Metro car there. Do you have something to show internally, or can we put an asterisk or something to show?
All right, you're asking, do we have a means of tracking those that come from somewhere else into here?
Yeah, simply for this report, just because.
Not for this, not yet. We're in the process, and we'll be doing interviews starting next week for our crime and
Okay.
intel analyst position. That's going to take somebody who has the time to sit and dig. And I mean every day, that's their primary job. Those are some of the things we can't do now.
Okay.
We have their addresses that are entered in, but being able to go in and sort through and churn that data, we don't have anybody who can do that on a daily, regular basis, and that's our problem.
Okay.
So hopefully, within the next couple of months, we can begin going back and looking and tracking some of that for you. We just don't have the means yet.
Understood. Thank you.
But we have quite a few of those types of cases that are folks from outside our zip code. A lot of them come from north of us, northwest of us. But we have others that come from south of us, east of us, southeast of us. We have quite a few from Murfreesboro. JJ can probably tell you more about that because crime suppression deals with them all the time, but I think you'd probably agree.
Thank you, Chief. Good
Thank you.
job. It is the season. Down to codes, Randolph.
Mayor, Aldermen, the monthly report for June 2018, we issued 5 single-family dwelling permits, 2 commercial permits. There were 21 miscellaneous permits, 4 sign permits, 2 grading permits. There were 5 permits issued that include additions and remodels, 1 mobile home. Total number of permits were 40 at 3.9 million, almost 4 million. Plumbing permits, there were 8 residential, 1 commercial. There were 6 mechanical permits issued, 1 commercial. For the complaints called in for the month, there were 186 for tall grass, 33 for junk cars, 41 others. Total number of building inspections conducted last month were 519. Our year-to-date totals with monthly revenue with impact fees is $473,462. Total number of single-family permits issued year-to-date are 164. This time last year there were 119. Total number of permits year-to-date have been 315. Any questions?
Thank you, Randolph. I know y'all been busy, and I appreciate it. Now it puts us down to Park and Rec, AC.
Good evening, Mayor, Alderman. There are numbers for the past month. It's been an extremely busy month for us with wrapping up rec ball and ball tournaments. Of course, the big thing on the agenda is tomorrow night, the fireworks show at the park. The gates will open at 5. The band is zone status. This is their 4th attempt. I think they're going to make it this time. Weather's not cooperated in the past, but I think it's going to be fine for tomorrow night. So they'll start at 6, and then as soon as it gets dark enough, we'll do fireworks, probably 9:15. We're going to have bounce houses and food vendors and face painting and caricature artists, and all. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's free to the public. We have a couple of other upcoming events. We have a movie in the park that's still to be determined on that one yet. July 22nd, it'll be another drive-in, and then we have another music in the park on August the 11th. Stevie Rocks will be the band, and they're really good as well. And there are a list of our upcoming meetings. We may look at the times on the Greenway meeting, if it's all right with you, Alderman Cole, as far as advertising on Bruce. I don't know what that entails, but if we're not going to have a Parks and Rec there, maybe we can move it to 6 o'clock if it's doable for everybody. But our next Parks and Rec meeting will be August 20th. And then, of course, senior citizens at August 16th. And then we also have one on July 19th. Any questions?
Thank you, AC.
I got one request. What the chief just said, there's going to be a PA system there tomorrow night, right?
There's going to be what?
A PA system.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Could you make a public announcement to tell them the hours? So, I mean, since it's short notice, just tell them that the hours to fire fireworks, just let the people know. It's probably
Yeah.
not going to be that many people from Laverne, but
Right.
just let them know.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll make sure that we tell them once we get up there and do it at the beginning of the evening. So,
Don't call the 101.
Finance, Phyllis.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Alderman. Tonight's report is for May the 30th, year-to-date, which is 11 months into our fiscal year. For the general fund, revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $2.5 million. For local sales tax, we've collected approximately $7.2 million. For State Street Aid, revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $518,000. Stormwater revenues have exceeded expenditures by approximately $271,000. Water Sewer Fund revenues have exceeded expenditure by approximately $2 million. Second page is our balances in our various bank accounts. And in our third page is a comparison to prior year. For the general fund, revenues have exceeded, revenues are up 860,000. Expenses are also up 2.5 million. That's because we brought forward a lot of end of the year capital items. In the water sewer fund, revenues are down about 125,000 and expenses are up about 633. And for the tap fees are down about 295,000. Any questions?
Thank you, Phyllis. Good job. And that puts you down the library. Donna? I see you left Georgette at home.
I did. Joan Jett has left the building.
Yeah.
Mayor Alderman, good evening. For the month of June, the attendance in the library was 9,510 with a daily average of 327. We issued a total of 207 new cards. That's up by about 100 from the month of May. So you can tell summer reading and Joan Jett really inspired people to come in and get their library card. We circulated 10,970 items, which is up quite a bit. We had 2,579 computer users. We had a total of 39 programs, that's with the children, teen, and adults, with a total attendance of 1,256. Now, one of those programs was an outreach program. That was the Reading Ranger Story Trail that was held at Long Cunner State Park. We are a partner with them. If you get an opportunity to go out to Long Cunner, go to the Reading Ranger Story Trail, look on the big sign, and you will see the Laverne Public Library logo there. So we're very proud partners of that program. I wanted to mention 3 programs that will be coming up in July. Of course, we have anywhere from 3 to 5 programs each week, with this being summer reading. But one that is a lot of fun is the Great American Duck Race. And this is a partnership that we have been doing with Parks and Recreation and with the Laverne Maintenance Men for quite a while. Great time. Children come in, they decorate a rubber duck. We roll out this plastic long river, and the guys come and they dump water on the river, and the kids put their ducks in, and then they shoot them down with squirters, and it's just a whole lot of fun. A lot of people getting wet. On Saturday, July 14th at 10 a.m., we would like for everyone to come see what Lego Club is all about. This is a great opportunity to see our ongoing Lego Club. We have some regulars throughout the year, so we thought it would be fun just to do one this summer, just to try to invite some of our summertime friends in to see what it's all about. And we have not forgot that it is really being pushed to do an adult Lego Club, and we will definitely do that. That's on my action plan. Another great project that we're doing, we're excited about, it's another partnership, is Tuesday, July 24th at 5:30. We're having the Rocking Science Egg Drop Challenge. This is where we give first graders through fifth graders raw eggs, and then they have to take recyclables and they have to build something to protect that egg. Now, we needed a high place to drop the eggs from. I had a couple of staff members say that I could climb up through the roof hatch and stand up there and drop them, but I decided against that. So very kindly, our City of Laverne Fire Rescue Department is coming to our rescue. They're bringing a fire truck, and the firefighters are actually going to go up and the ladder and drop the eggs down for us while the kids wait below to see if their egg survives or if it's scrambled. So if you want to come out and just watch the fun, that would be great, but the kids are really excited about that. And we appreciate the partnership with the different departments. The water department in the past has come out and helped us with the Great American Duck Race. So it's just a fun thing to be able to do all these programs and to involve the different departments in the city. And of course, if it wasn't for finance, we wouldn't be able to get these checks cut for certain things. So it's truly appreciated. Do you have any questions?
Now, Donna, good job. Thank
Thank
you
you.
again. That puts us down to water treatment. Shane Bissinger.
Good evening, Mayor, Alderman. During the month of June 2018, the Vergne Water Treatment Plant treated 126.1 million gallons of Percy Priest Lake water and delivered 104.6 million gallons to the city's customers. That averages out to be about 4.2 million gallons a day treated and 3.4 million gallons a day delivered to the community. As you all know, TDEC come on May the 15th to do the sanitary survey. That's where they go. They do an on-site evaluation. They look at everything that we have, every corner, everything. They go over our facilities, our treatment processes, equipment, monitoring, things like that. But they come in, and on June 7th, we received the sanitary survey letter, and we are approved. That's a step up from last year where we were just provisionally approved. I believe it's rated into 3 different categories. The first one is unapproved, which is 0 to 89. And then we have, 90, I believe it's, however it is, every water system should go and strive to be 95 to 100. We hit 97, so that's great for us. And that's not just on us as Infomark, but that's with the city administrators, the boards approving things that we need at the water plant. It's a whole team involvement, engineers and everything. But moving on, the Paul was put in service on June 12th. We treated about 5 million gallons of lagoon water, and we had a finished water flow to the clear well of 315,000 gallons. That's a 94% recovery rate. There has been some personnel turnover at the facility. An operator position is now open, and we are actively pursuing that to fill that position. We also had 5 complaints in the month of June. 4 of those were pressure complaints. 3 of those we advised to check out their PRV units, pressure relief valves at their address, and make sure they get those taken care of. One of them is up by the twin tanks, kind of towards where Garland lives, and pressure's just real bad right there, but it's within standards, about 20 pounds of pressure right there. So we advise them they may want to look into getting a booster pump. The other one was had a strong odor in their water. We went out, we didn't detect a strong odor, but we went ahead and took a sample, and everything come back within maximum contaminant levels. So that was good. Everything's good there. Do you have any questions?
Any questions for Shane? Thank you. Good job. Good job. That puts it down to Public Works Department. Garland Russell.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Alderman. This is for the month of June. We had a total of 902 brush pickups, 53 loads with 159,000 pounds, 91 work orders. In the fleet department, we had a total of 60 vehicle repair, 56 in-house, 4 outsourced, changed tires, brakes, and equipment repairs. And the equipment is mostly working on the mowers, getting them ready for the grass. Any questions?
I don't see Michael. You gonna do Michael's?
Yeah, I'm doing Michael's. All he told me when he left, he's going to a wedding in San Diego and then going to Vegas. I don't know anything about any of the rest of it.
Sound like a plan.
Like I say, I don't know. That's all he said. But it's not him. For the water department, they had a total of 122 work orders, 1 main line break, 6 service line repairs, 6 valves inspected, done 7 cleanups, 134,385 gallons of water not sold, with 33 hours of overtime. Meter leak detection department, they had a total of 397 work orders, 23 new meters sets, 157 swap outs. They walked 3.42 miles of line, listened to 378 meters, 199 one-calls, custom requests and test reports were 5. Meter reader department overtime was 18 hours. Sewer Department had 139 work orders. Service calls, work orders was 96. Pump stations and grinders, 43. Final grinder pump inspections were 12. 60 manhole inspection and repairs. Grinder pump rebuilds were 11 with a total of 64 and a half hours overtime. Any questions?
Thank you, Garland. That puts us down to Human Resources. Cheryl?
Good evening, Mayor and Aldermen. Here is the Human Resources report. We had 9 external jobs posted with 71 applicants, 2 internal jobs posted with 8 applicants, 4 resignations, 1 full-time retiree, and then the other were, they were actually PRN individuals who resigned. We had 5 workers' compensation claims, 1 liability claim, 91 care here appointments, 1 no-show. There were 376 lives covered, 8 HRAs were conducted for a grand total claim dollar amount of $264,986. Are there any questions? All right, thanks.
Department reports. That puts us down to old business. Number 3, second reading ordinance 2018-14, an ordinance to amend the Title 8, Chapter 1, Section 8-110 of the Laverne Municipal Code regarding the hours of sale of packaged liquor stores. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion. Need a second.
Second.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. The ordinance 2018-14 passes 4-0. Number 4, second reading. Ordinance 2018-15, an ordinance to amend Title 12 of the Laverne Municipal Code by adding a new Chapter 13 regarding the Construction Board of Adjustment and Appeals. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Need a second.
A second.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. Ordinance 2018-15 passes 4-0. Number 5, second reading ordinance 2018-18. This is an ordinance to amend Title 18, Chapter 4, Section 18-401 of the Laverne Municipal Code regarding the water and sewer rates. We are lowering the rates this year. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
A second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. The ordinance 2018-18 passes 4-0. That puts us down to consent agenda. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion. Need a second.
Second.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. The consent agenda passes 4-0. That puts us down to new business. First reading ordinance 2018-19, an ordinance to amend the City of Laverne zoning ordinance by changing the official zoning map for the tax map 15M, Group C, Parcel 18, consisting of 2.21 acres located at 139 Glendale Drive from a C2 highway service commercial zoning district to a R1 low-density residential zoning district. This received an unfavorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on May 29, 2018. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to deny.
Motion to deny. Need a second.
A second.
Got a motion and a second. Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. The first reading ordinance 2018-19 19 fails. It does not pass. That puts it down to number 8. First reading ordinance 2018-20, an ordinance to amend Title 20, Chapter 2, Section 20-208 of the Laverne Municipal Code regarding park and rec user fee. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. First reading ordinance 2018-20 passes. We're down to number 9. This is a resolution 2018-13, a resolution to appropriate funds to the nonprofit organizations. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Make a motion to approve.
Excuse me, got a motion to approve. Need a second.
Second.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. Resolution 2018-13 passes. Number 10, a resolution 2018-14, a resolution of the City of Laverne Board of Mayor and Aldermen to declare property owned by the city to be surplus to the city needs and directing disposal of the same. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
A motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
I say aye. The resolution 2018-14 passes. Down number 11. This is also a resolution 2018-15, a resolution to adopt the Rutherford County Hazard Mitigation Plan. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Cole. I say aye. Resolution 2018-15 is approved. Number 12 is also another resolution, 2018-16, a resolution to accept the Hollandale Estates subdivision phases 67, 68, and 69. This received a favorable recommendation at the June 26, 2018 Planning Commission. Need a motion to approve or deny.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve. Need a second.
I second.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
I say aye. Resolution 2018-16 passes. 13, appoint or remove committee members. Bruce?
Yes, sir. We have the Economic Development Advisory Committee this month. We have one term that expired at the end of June. This was the term of Danny Jones, and he would like to stay on this committee. We do not have any other applications at this time.
Need a motion to put Danny Jones back on the Economic Development Advisory Committee.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion to put him back on. Need a second.
Second.
Alderman Brown.
Aye.
Alderman Cole.
Aye.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
I say aye. Danny Jones is back on the Economic Development Advisory Committee. That puts us down to mayor and alderman comments. Alderman Brown.
Just want to wish everyone a happy Independence Day. I hope that you guys stay safe. And if you're going to use fireworks at your home, just make sure that you're keeping an eye on your children, aiming them in a responsible way. Make sure you don't end up in the ER on Independence Day. That's not very independent. So also, just to reiterate what was already stated by our chief of police, the ordinance is 10 o'clock tonight. The fireworks stop. Tomorrow it's extended to 1 in the morning, which is kind of difficult because some of us have to work on Thursday, I understand, but no reason to call the police until after 1:01 a.m. That would be on the 5th of July. Thank you.
Alderman Jones.
Wish everyone has a good night tonight and tomorrow night and celebrate accordingly.
Alderman Cole.
Just want to remind everyone to be sure to come out to the park tomorrow for the Independence Day celebration. Lots of food, fun, and fireworks. Want to remind everyone about the Box 100 Cornhole Tournament. That'll happen on July 28th. And just want to say I'm really glad to see with this budget that we're moving forward with 9 new fire officers, several new police officers, and definitely getting public safety going. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody for coming out to the historic celebration and also give out thanks to the park and the maintenance department. They done a great job, as much stuff as we had in this building. And I come in here Monday to the staff meeting, and it was like we never been here. Y'all done a good job. We had a good turnout. Even though it rained on us, but it still, everybody had a good time. And I want to thank the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for inviting me Friday to the 50th anniversary of the J. Percy Priest Dam Reservoir Lake. They invited me to speak, and I had a great time, and appreciate all the people over at the Corps. And again, everybody be safe for the 4th. The animals, your dogs, make sure you got the dogs inside, because the dogs does not like fireworks. Bring the dogs inside if you possibly can. And I appreciate Phyllis and all the work on the budget. It was a difficult year for the budget this year because we had the county done a reappraisal, and it was a difficult time. But I was glad at the special meeting we passed the budget with a 71-cent property tax. Most everybody should see a property tax reduction. The certified rate was 75 cents. At 75 cents, over half the citizens in Laverne would have had a property tax increase. And that had nothing, at 71 cents, had nothing to do with police and fire. Both still get the same. Adding 9 new firemen. We added 3 new police officers, adding 1 detective, upgrading the radio systems almost $1 million, 4 new police vehicles, promoting additional shift commanders at the fire department, and equipment and training for the fire department. Other department gets 5 new employees. The library gets electronic sign. Woo! And then we get, Garland, you get the new brush truck. We got 2 brush trucks. We'll have 2 brush trucks. And even Channel 3 gets an upgrade. And the employees all will receive a 3% a raise. And that's doing good, lowering the taxes. It ain't many cities that can give and cut back. And I'm proud of each and one of you, and I'll call this meeting adjourned.